Congratulations, Real Madrid. Congratulations, UEFA Madrid. UEFA Madrid once again strikes again. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that game, guys, because I definitely was fuming at the end of that. Now, before I get into the nit and gritty of the game, let's first of all talk about what we saw today in the game. Atletico Madrid today were absolutely incredible. They played a perfect game today. Perfect game today. They got an early goal very early in the game, thanks to Gallagher scoring in the first 27 seconds of the game. And you know what, guys? For 90 minutes, they were comfortable. Real Madrid really didn't offer anything of note in the game. Absolutely nothing. They were getting dominated. They had a Fugazi penalty, and then Vinicius decides to punt it like basically like a, I don't know, man. I don't watch NFL, but you get my point. One of the quarterbacks or whatever they are, right? Decides to take a shot, punt it, goes out, and bro, that whole game, everything was going well. And you know what? Atleti deserved that performance. They played so well. Zimini, like I mentioned, played a perfect game. But in the end, it went to shootouts. And here's the thing, guys. You can call me whatever you want. You can say, oh, he's a Barca fan. Of course he's going to say that. He's a Barca fan. Of course he's going to hate. Or he's a Barca fan. Of course he's going to say they got robbed. I don't care, man. I do not care. Listen. You see, when in 2009 we played Chelsea, I was man enough to admit as a Barca fan that I believed that Chelsea were robbed. People can say whatever they want. A lot of Barca fans didn't agree with me, but I'm going to be very honest, that second leg was a disgrace. The way the referee handled it, I am man enough to admit that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm man enough to admit that when Robin Van Persie got sent off against Arsenal in 2011, that was ridiculous. One of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen a referee make, for basically sending off a player for what? For kicking the ball 2 seconds after the referee blew the whistle for offside? Absolute disgrace. I am man enough to admit that when in 2017, when Suarez went down in the box, that shouldn't have been a pen. He dived. I'm man enough to admit these things. A lot of Barca fans may not do it because they're too biased, but I'm man enough to admit this. But I dare you all to find a Madrid fan today who watched that game today, who will sit there and say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to lie. That penalty by Alvarez, man, it should have been retaken. Not one. Because that's who they are, man. They always think they're the victims, bro. Whenever things happen their way, bro, they always have an explanation to give. Always an explanation. Oh, but it's the rules. I'm done. You guys want to talk about the way UEFA have been helping Barcelona? Please, guys, it is time for people to start talking about this, bro. Because here's the thing, bro. Nobody thought that even in a penalty shootout where it is 50-50, that somehow, some way, Real Madrid could somehow get an advantage in a penalty shootout. I didn't think it was possible. I genuinely, in my life, did not think I would ever see in a penalty shootout somehow that Madrid would somehow be given a favor. But yeah, bro, every single time, bro, I think I've seen it all. It turns out I haven't seen anything. Tell me why, guys. In a Champions League, no, in football, forget Champions League, in football, we know, because some of us have been watching football for years, we've seen in a penalty shootout where a goalkeeper have come off his line, right, and saved a pen. And then when the penalty was saved, the referee calls the player back and says, retaken, you were off your line. And it gets retaken. I've seen it happen countless times. I've seen it happen in a cup final. I remember a few years ago in the Cameroon versus Ivory Coast final in 2015 happening. I've seen this happen in shootouts. I remember 2006 Cameroon versus Ivory Coast. The goalkeeper went off his line and it was retaken. Tell me why. And then when an outfield player takes a touch and the ball goes out and it goes in, and then you say, screw taking another pen, I'm sorry. Complete miss. The guy scored the penalty. He scored it, right? Okay, you say he took a second touch. The guy, Valverde, hadn't taken his penalty just yet. You're telling me you couldn't come back and tell this guy to take another pen? And tell him, yo, you took 2 touches. Let's take the pen. But no. That's too much of a hassle. We don't need all that hassle. No. We don't need it. Missed penalty. And now, look at that game, guys. That penalty miss that you gave Real Madrid is the reason why now they're through. But are we surprised? Like everybody, some people always see this happen in the Champions League. But you know what the problem with some people are, bro? Some of these guys are prejudiced people. Some of you guys are prejudiced. Your hatred for my club exceeds whatever you feel for Real Madrid. So you will see when a robbery happens in Real Madrid's favor, but you will never call it out because we don't want to call out Madrid. But when it's Barcelona, you guys are like dogs, always barking whenever I am around, bro. I don't care, bro, because I've gotten a lot of abuse for being a Barca fan because of all of these moments in the Champions League. But whenever things like this happen to clubs like Real Madrid, but there's none of this, and you never see this happen. You never get the same energy, man. I've had enough. And honestly, guys, at this point, I don't even care, bro. You might as well just hand them the Champions League. Just give them the Champions League, bro. I've had enough. I don't even care, bro. We probably will get knocked out against Dortmund, against Inter. I don't care. People are saying, oh, we're going to see them in the Champions League. I don't care. I've had enough, bro. When I saw this game today, bro, it reminded me everything I needed to know about this club, about this Madrid club, bro. They're going to win the Champions League. Forget, bro. They're going to win it now. They're going to win it, and they're going to stop being fraudulent, bro. I've seen this happen too many times in the Champions League when they've had moments they should have gone out, when the referees have stepped up for them. Like, are we all going to ignore last season against Bayern? Quarterfinal 2017 against Bayern? Are we going to forget about 2018 against Juventus? Huh? What about all these games? People always choose to ignore these games. There are games in the Champions League where Real Madrid have been clearly helped to win games. One moment by the referee, every single time when they're on the verge of getting knocked out, every single time the referees have always been there to help this club. Even in open play today, that penalty, I've had enough, bro. And you know what? At this point, just give them the Champions League. I don't even care anymore, bro. I don't care. They're going to beat Arsenal. They're going to probably play PSG in the semi-finals. And you know what, bro? PSG are going to play their lives out. They're going to play absolutely amazing. And they're still going to get knocked out. Why? Because it's Real Madrid. Simple. It's Real Madrid, bro. They will find a way to win. Because if they don't find it, the referees will definitely give them away. So it's that simple, guys. Make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. I'm done, guys. Peace. Take care.